Let's have a free 1-to-1. Free time today. Hello traders, so I've just placed a trade now based on the runner strategy, and I've actually got another trade which I placed yesterday based on the 2-to-1, 3-to-1 negative, and so we're gonna have a very busy day today, being Wednesday. Yes. That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking. I did most of them. Juliet, bye, bye, bye. I hope this girl is not sleeping. Close that. Okay, perfect. A lot. Yes. Let's fly this, you typing. Hello, morning Wale. Oh my God, you have been missing for a while. I haven't seen you in a while. Anyway, sorry, God, I'm just trying to just share this live stream. Hopefully, we can get more people to join in. But I've got a couple of trades that I've taken. The first trade I've taken this week. If you were with me the last couple of days in the live stream, there wasn't anything, guys. Like the market has not been volatile, and however, yesterday I had a trade on one of my strategies, the 3-to-1 negative, and that's the trade you can see here. I placed this trade yesterday, sometime around the close, sometime in the evening. Yesterday I placed this buy trade, and this is a 3-to-1 negative strategy, and I've also just placed this trade right now. As soon, the minute I started live streaming today, I placed a long trade on the GBP us, and this is based on a runner strategy. We're gonna go more into them in details a bit, guys. But yeah, thank you for joining in, Wale. I think Jennifer should also be should also be somewhere in the stream. Working tired. Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. That's why you need to start trading, so that you don't have to work anymore. You know, you need to start trading so you don't have to. You can stay at home and trade. And I could potentially have a lot of trades today. There's a third one on the horizon. You see, this is very very similar to last week. If I remember when I was streaming last week, guys, and we had Monday and Tuesday where there was no trade, and then all of a sudden on Wednesday I had like 4 trades. And this is what I'm kind of getting, the vibes I'm getting. You know, so far I've got two trades on, and I'm gonna have a third one on the Euro Oz as well, if the market gets there. So today is likely going to be a very busy day, and so I will be streaming for a lot longer. Definitely be streaming the New York session as well. Yeah, of course. I mean the link. Okay, I'll just type in the link to my website. I think maybe it's probably better if you follow my Instagram page and message me from there. I'm actually very active on there, trading putting content every day, educational content as well. Trade with me .co.uk. So that's my website, and I'm trying to see if I can get you my. Let's see. Yeah, I'll send you my Instagram page. I think it's a lot easier there. I mean, on my website, if you send me an email, I'll still get back to you. But I think it's easier on the Instagram page. Just trying to get the link. TW. Okay, yes. Hold on, I just need to correct something. Trade with me. What's going on? What? Okay. Okay, I think I need to fix the. I need to fix my the link to my Instagram page. I need to fix it because it doesn't look like it's working, which is strange. It's not working. It's not working. What? Is going on with my. Okay, so let's see if this is gonna work now. Okay, so try looking in and see now. Let's see if it's gonna work. Oh yeah, guys, the link does work. I think you just have to be logged in before you can. Yeah, you just have to be logged in. So if you're logged in and you go on the link to my Instagram page, Wally, then it should take you to my Instagram page. And there I'm actually, because I've been uploading content on there every single day, educational content. I think I'm gonna be very responsive on there. So definitely get in touch and let's see where we go from there. So yeah guys, I'm gonna be talking about the trading very soon, just trying to get 16. Okay, so I better write down the strategy I'm trading on this one. A 3 to 1 negative strategy. See, now she's waking up now. Hey, of course. How can you wake up at, you're a trader, you're waking up at 7:20. You're supposed to wake up at 6:50. So, I'm looking at the hello guys, if you're just joining my live stream, which I just started about 20 minutes ago. So I've got a couple of trades that I'm already in. One of them I took the trade yesterday, yesterday evening, which is based on a negative 3 to 1 negative strategy on the it's one of my day trading strategy, and you can see I'm clearly on profit on that one, and also the pound against the Aussie, which I took a few minutes ago. I took a long trade on that one. That is based on a runner strategy. I'm just gonna put that on the I have not traded over the last couple of days, Monday and Tuesday, simply because the market wasn't really volatile. For those of you guys who were with me in the live stream, I think you would have seen that I did not take any trade. It's actually kind of similar to what happened last week. If think last week I had the same situation where on Monday, Tuesday I did not get any trade, and then Wednesday I had 4 trades that I was in, and so I'm currently in 2 trades, and I plan to take another one on the Euro Oz as well based on the runner strategy. I will be taking that trade as well. So yeah, which I'm gonna be trading is on the Euro Aussie dollar, and so I will be opening another trade as well if the market gets to the price I want it to get to. So we're not quite there yet. So anyway, welcome to the live chat. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, anything you want me to analyze, then do put it in the live chat. And we're gonna because today's gonna be a busy day. I have a feeling it's gonna be a busy day, of course, being Wednesday. Wednesdays are usually the days with the highest okay, good. Good. So you can either drop me a message from my on the, if you scroll down to the bottom, you're gonna see there's get in touch form. So if you feel that, I'm gonna get your email and I will get straight back to you. Or like I said, you can just follow me on Instagram, where if you just send me a direct message, I'll get back to you as well. So but yeah, also I plan to make a video about this trade, guys, and upload it on YouTube, just like I did with the gold trade last week. So keep an eye. I mean, once this trade is closed, I will be having a video, just to give you the top-down analysis on the reason I took this trade, because it's not just based on even though this is a day trading strategy, the negative 3-to-1 negative, it's also not a trade that I just took based on just because if you guys have watched my channel, you will know that when I trade, it's all about structure, and that's probably the most important thing I'll always stress to new traders that want to learn trading using technical analysis. I cannot stress the importance of understanding the structure of the forex market. I just cannot stress the importance of that, guys. Like, whatever you do, if you're gonna learn how to trade, if you're a new trader looking to learn how to trade, structure, get an education in structure, because this is the language of the forex market. And a lot of my trades that you see that I take here on the on this live stream, they're based on structure. And like I said, later on we're going to go into more details as to why I took this trade. Like, do I expect this trade to go back straight into profit? Yes, but I also expect that there could be a potential pullback to retest this structure before we go up. If that doesn't happen today, then the market is likely going to just keep going up, and that's what I need to keep my attention on. But yeah, but in the meantime, it's always going well. And like I said, I'm still expecting to take a trade on the Euro Oz, which we're not quite there yet. I think we're getting quite close. Getting quite close to the Euro Aussie trade. I'm still about 20 pips, 15 pips away from that. So I could be getting a trade on the Euro Aussie dollar as well. So if you're with me on the live chat, you are going to see me place a live trade on the Euro Oz on 66.54. Yeah, we'll potentially be placing a trade on the Euro Oz. So as you can see, this trade is so far is going good. A 3-to-1 negative strategy, day trading strategy on the. And guys, my strategy, you're never gonna see my strategy. You're never gonna see anyone trading my strategy, because nobody knows how to trade my strategy. This is not a strategy that any generic strategy that you're gonna find on the internet. This strategy came from experience, like over 10 years of experience that I have in the forex market. I've developed this strategy myself. I've named them myself. They're not a strategy that you're gonna find anywhere. And if you disagree, you can go ahead and Google it. You can Google it, and you're never gonna see anything that resembles what I'm trading. And guys, you've seen the results. I mean, let me bring up the results again. You've seen the results over this month. So we are gonna most likely go over 100 pips this month. And in terms of like win-loss ratio, I think this month has been the worst month, and still, I mean, 9 winners, 3 losses. Potentially have 3 more trades that I'm gonna add onto this, right? So yeah, let's see how this market is gonna develop. And I said I could potentially be taking a trade on the Euro Oz. This Charlotte girl, she doesn't listen to anything I say. Wale just messaged me on Instagram. Okay. If you guys are just joining me, I've got a couple of trades. I mean, we're approaching about £1,000 in profit on this on my GBP yen trade, using 3.1 negative strategy, which I placed last night, and I've also got another trade in place, the pound Aussie. I've just executed this trade just a few minutes ago when I started this stream, and I'll also be placing another trade on the Euro Aus, just waiting for the market to get to my entry price. So I could potentially have 3 trades running today, and so there's a lot of similarity between this week and last week, in my opinion. The first couple of days of the week, yes, I saw your message. Well, I'm just gonna log in and reply to you so that you thanks for reaching out. We'll talk more. We're gonna talk more after the live stream. Yeah. Yes, Jennifer is here as well. Thank you for joining. And yeah, the last couple of days, the live stream has been quite boring to say the least, to be honest, because it's one of those the worst things when you come into when you start your day, or when you're trading on a particular day and you don't have any trades to take, simply because nothing, the market doesn't give you an opportunity to place a trade. And I think that's one of the worst things for every trader, because that's when the market is going to test your patience, and you have to be patient. And like I said, this is very, for those of you guys that have with me here every single day, you've seen there's a huge similarity between this week and last week, where Monday and Tuesday were completely dead, and now I've got 2 trades. Potentially it's going to be 3 trades if the Euro Aussie dollar is around 15 pips away from my entry, where I would like to be executing my trade. But in the meantime, guys, I mean, there's 4 of you in the live stream, and I'm sure you're gonna have questions about trading, or you're gonna, so let's make this entertaining. Any question you ask, then there's no good or bad. I mean, or there's good questions, of course. When you ask questions about trading, there's always good questions, but there's never really a bad question, because everyone is at a different stage of their journey as a trader. And I think a couple of the people that in the live chat who I've spoken to before, they're quite new into trading. Those are kind of people I expect you guys to have a lot of questions. You must have a lot of questions. But yeah, today is going to be a busy day, and I'll probably be streaming over the next 2-3 hours, and I might even stream the US session, the New York session, just because being Wednesday, we know how usually the market can be volatile on Wednesdays. They are usually volatile on Wednesdays. But anyway, so let's talk about one of the reasons why I took this trade that I'm currently in. And like I always say, my trades are not just based on one particular thing. Like, even though I'm here trading based on the day trading strategy that I trade 3.1 3-to-1 negative, but what's the reason that actually, is there another? Because I always tell you guys, when it comes to technical analysis, it's all about building a case for entry. And I said I'm making a video about this trade as well, which I'm gonna post on YouTube. Win or lose, I'm gonna post the video on YouTube. So I've recorded the analysis behind this trade, and I'm gonna go over the analysis with you guys right now. So one of the reasons why I took this trade is simply because, I mean, if I look at this chart like this, I don't think I need to explain to a lot of you guys why I took that trade. Now, I'm not someone who trades resistance and support. I don't trade resistance and support because I believe they don't work. But it doesn't mean that you can't apply resistance and support when you're analyzing the market. You can do that. So now if you look at this market here, if you look at that level over there, and you look at another structure here, and you even look at the one behind here, the previous resistance, which is now going to act as support, and you look at where the market came into yesterday. So this is a very, very important structure level, because you have to remember, guys, as well, if a market tests a structure so many, the more times a structure has been tested, the stronger that structure is when you're talking about resistance or support. So now you've got a level here in the market where the market has tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's testing it for the 6th time. This clearly means that this is a strong level in the market where the market tends to respect, because of the number of times that the market has come into this level and it bounced on that level. So looking at that yesterday, this is how I started my analysis on this currency pair. Now, obviously, no level is ever going to be a resistance forever or a support forever, because at some point the market will break that level. That's just the way the market works. At some point it's going to break a resistance level. At some point it's going to break a support level. Yeah. But why do I think that on this occasion that the market is not going to break this level? It's not because of this. I'm not just looking at these structure levels and thinking to myself, okay, the market is 100% guaranteed going to break that level. No. I needed to find an extra reason why I think this is going to be a good trade, in addition to my 3-to-1 negative. So now this is where understanding structure is going to come into place. So you remember how when I talk to you guys, I think if you guys have been in my stream, you would have seen so many times when I mentioned a bullish structure. If you guys don't know what a bullish structure is, like I said, again, this is all part of structure, analyzing structure. If you don't know what a bullish structure is, you shouldn't even be trading. Yeah, this is a bullish structure, right? I need to just what made you go into, is it because it's a double? Oh no, it's not. That's why I'm gonna explain the reason right now. But I need to keep an eye on my Euro Aussie dollar trade, Euro Aussie, because the market is just about 7 pips away from my entry. I will be buying once the market gets to 166.54. So it's around 10 pips away from. So I need to keep an eye on that. But anyway, back to this this discussion. Now, just like Wale said, Wale not so maybe to Wale, he looked at this and he might be saying, okay, we got a double bottom here. Fine, it's a double bottom. Yes, you can trade it. You know, that's a double bottom. That's fine. But like I said, every single time I take a trade, I go a lot deeper into analyzing the market. I spend more time analyzing the market than placing a trade. And it's not just about just looking at, you're right, there's a double bottom there. That's another reason for you to get into that trade. But just like I showed you guys, I zoomed into this market and we looked at why this structure level is very important. We had another structure level here where the market tested 3 times, and then there's one more here. So this presents clearly that we have a very important level in the market that the market is clearly respecting. But however, I said, just because you have an important level doesn't mean that the market will not break that level at some point. But why do I think that on this occasion we're not going to break that level? First of all, because you can clearly see that the risk that I'm taking on this trade is more than what I usually take on a trade. Now, in addition to the fact that it's a negative 3-to-1 strategy, the third reason I'm going to explain to you is based on understanding the bullish structure, which I always stress. This is all understanding structure. So if I'm not going to go too much deeper into this, but I'm just going to focus on the rule of the new structure high. If you don't understand a bullish structure, I've made so many videos on that. But the rule of the new structure high. The rule of the new structure high says any part of the candle of the new structure high that goes above the previous structure to the market, that market is bullish, assuming the outside return, the rule of the outside return has been met. So if any of the part of the candle goes above there, then it creates a bullish structure, meaning any retracement you get, if this retracement comes anywhere below the previous structure, because the market shouldn't, if the market has created a bullish structure, this retracement should not come back to break this low. But if this retracement comes back and break this low after the market creates a bullish structure, then this is how this market will behave. You might get maybe a little retracement and then the market would head down. Now, if the market doesn't do that, if you don't get a break, let's say you don't get a break, the market, this new structure high does not break, does not create a new structure high, then this becomes just a more complex correction. So if this were to come and break this previous structure, we could get we're more likely gonna get a move like that. So now let's analyze this market. Let's bring in a little bit of some line here and put a line at the previous structure. And let's make it darker so that we can see it. So if you see this line at the previous structure, I'm gonna zoom in closely so you can see. So you can clearly see that the new structure high, any part of the candle of this structure does not break above the initial structure high. So we did not create a new structure high. So one of the reasons why I think this is going to be a winning trade is because we did not create a new structure high. So this is just a corrective pattern coming into a support level, coming into a huge important support level in the market, in a bullish market. So this is why I think this trade is going to be a winning trade, in addition to my negative to 1 strategy. If I did not get a negative to 1, there's still like there's also a chance that this market could go down if it didn't end up being. Now obviously the main reason is because I'm a day trader. I trade day trading, and based on the negative to 1 strategy, this is another trade that should go back up based on that. So I've just given you like 3 different reasons, and this is how I analyze the market. Because guys, it's all about technical analysis. Like I'm never gonna stress the fact that, you know, technical understanding structure is very important. Now, while I said earlier in the live chat about this being a double bottom, you're right. Now you can trade this, but if you're gonna trade this solely on the fact that it's a double bottom, and you take trades like this maybe 100 times, your winning ratio is probably going to be around 50-60%. Because there's going to be double bottoms where the market has broken structure here. And if the market breaks structure there, that double bottom is going to be a losing trade. Now understanding this, and then understanding this, and then even knowing a little bit about day trading, you can increase your winning percentage to over 80% by just knowing a few more things. So that's the point I'm trying to make. And Euro Oz, I'm still about 8 pips away from entry, and I will be placing that live trade right here in front of you guys if we get there. But yeah, so that's my explanation on this, and the reason I took this this trade. In addition to the day trading strategy, which I'm not gonna go into, because again, my day trading strategy is very, very complex, where you know, there's a lot to understanding why the market is behaving the way it's behaving, and this is usually a trade that is gonna set me up for February, because this is what the market is gonna do. So for the rest of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if we get to Friday, we might get a huge sell-off. That could potentially happen, or the market will close somewhere close to this price. I could get a Friday explosion, which is another one of my day trading strategy. But based on this, I expect the market to continue going. I mean, there's always a chance that, you know, I expected this market maybe at the start of the day to go lower before going up, because I explained that in my actual video that I'm going to be uploading on YouTube based on this trade. I did expect the market to, but I'm not saying the market will do that. Sometimes the market does it, but not all the time. But yeah, so that's my explanation of why I took that trade. And so that was a I mean, it wasn't really a question, but yeah, I mean, you did ask a question what made me get into the GBP. Yeah, so that's the reason why I got into it. So it's not just solely based on the negative 3-to-1 strategy. It's based on looking at the market on a higher time frame, and and also, you know, understanding structure, because all those things will play into you making a decision as to whether you go long or short in the market. So Euro Aussie, I'm still about. What about what's happening to Pound Aussie? Okay, finally in profit. Finally in profit, but yeah, to me it's just that's just break even. That's not really. Again, this one, the way this one behaves, this market, is you can expect the market to trend upwards for the rest of the day. Will I be getting a pullback at some point? Yeah. But this market tend to just trend upwards up until New York session. New York session, then I'll decide what I'm going to do with the trade, but I'll probably be closing my trade at New York session. However, with this market, I probably expect a pullback at some point before we go. If we get that pullback, I'll be adding on to my position as well. This is based on how I trade my my runner strategy, and I'm also getting a runner strategy on the, what's it called, on the Euro Aussie. So I don't know if we're gonna get there or not. This one, there's not really too much explanation in terms of structure. This is just kind of just jumping on the trend, and if you guys understand the importance of trend in forex market, as you can clearly see, this market is just going up really, and an opportunity to be on the side of the trend is not an opportunity that I'm gonna pass up, especially if when it aligns with my day trading strategy. So that's the reason I'm long on the pound Aussie. Sometimes you don't really need, you know, too much reason. As long as you're in the direction of a trend, if you're placing a trade in the direction of a trend, you don't really need too much reasons as to why you're going on that, taking that trade. But like I said, this is just flirting with break even, and Euro Oz might give me a trade still around 10 pips away, and this one we've just gone over £1,000 in profit on this negative 3-to-1 strategy. So we're just gonna see how this is gonna develop. I mean, if we do go back all the way back to the top, that's gonna be probably similar in terms of profit as the pound, as the gold trade that I took last week. So yeah, so guys, I always stress the fact that structure. If you're a technical trader, please, this is the language of the forex market. This is the only way you're going to be able to be a profitable trader. You have to understand structure, contraction, expansion, all these things. These are things that banks and hedge funds use to predict market movement, you know. And yeah, and on my Instagram page, there's a lot more educational content that I'm posting every single day. So for some people that might find useful. But yeah, guys. Any more questions? I will expect you guys to have more questions. How's your trading journey going? Is there any you must have some questions. You must be like, you know, when I was on my trading journey, I mean, I'm always curious as to about a lot of things, really, you know. But you have to be very careful because nowadays learning how to trade, there's so many people out there that are just like plain scammers. They're just out there to get your money without even showing you anything about trading. I mean, you'll be amazed at how many videos you're gonna come across on YouTube that people talking about money from trading when they never actually show like the chart of them trading or how they make the money. Like there's nothing. People just very good at just, you know, selling dreams to people. But yeah, you have to hope you guys realize that this is probably one of the hardest things that you can ever do. Like, you know, come and be trading life and opening yourself to criticism or anything that people might say. Because I think the first week that I started streaming, which is like it seems like a really long time ago, that was the first week of this month. The first day that I streamed, the first trade that I took, it was a losing trade. You know, I'll never forget that time. It was a losing trade, and it was on my runner strategy. It ended up being a losing trade, and yeah, but you lose. This is part of trading. Sometimes you are gonna see me. You know, it doesn't happen very often because of the way that the work I put into analyzing the market. You know, stops me from getting into a lot of traps. And that's what happens when you don't do your due diligence, when you don't do proper analysis, when you don't analyze the market properly. A lot of times you're going to end up, you know, taking trades that, just like what I just showed you in terms of this trade with it being a double bottom, like, which is, it's a perfectly, you know, it's a tradable pattern. It's a pattern that you learn how to trade. But this pattern being a winning trade depends hugely on what happened at the top here, where the market never broke structure. So you could see the next 5 double bottom trades that you're gonna take, and if you have a situation where the market has broken structure, all those 5 trades could give you a losing trade. You know, so that's why you have to be very, very careful. There's so many traps. So many traps, guys, out there. So, but yeah, welcome to the live chat. If you're just joining the live stream, if you do have questions about trading, do put it on the live chat. I do answer every single question, and as you can see, I've got a couple of trades, a couple of live trades. One of them is on this currency pair, pound against the yen, and also the pound against the Aussie dollar. I'm also waiting for a trade on the euro against the Aussie dollar if I get 15 more pips on that one. So this one is currently around break even. I just placed this trade at the beginning of this live stream at around an hour ago. This one I placed it yesterday because it's that's how I trade a negative 3-to-1 strategy. Is a trade that I can only place at the end of the day. I can't place it in the morning. The only trade I can place in the morning is my runner strategy, which I've been trading quite a lot. I mean, if you look at my results for the whole of this year, most of my trades are the runner strategy. That's why I decided to start streaming on YouTube, because a lot of times you're gonna see me in trades, you know, most of the time. But those are the trades that I tend to lose. I don't lose any other strategy that I take. For example, negative 3-to-1 or the positive 3-to-1. I don't lose on those. I've never lost on those trades. You know, but those trades they're not trades that I take during, you know, the UK session. They're trades that I take at the end of the day. So so let's see how this trade is going to pan out. And guys, I expect you to be very, very engaged in the live chat, asking questions, you know. And yeah, 12 pips away from the entry on the Euro Oz. For those of you guys that are looking for more educational content, like I said, I'm posting every single day on TikTok and Instagram right now. You can find the link to my to both of my social media sites in the description, and Yeah, I post educational content, a lot of educational content to do with advanced pattern structure, and yeah. So yeah, Euro Aussie is still waiting, 10 pips away from entry. If I get that, you're gonna see me place a live trade on the Euro Aussie if the market can give me 10 more pips over the next couple hours, over the next 2-3 hours, and I'll have a trade on the Euros, because my UK session strategy, I have to be in my trade within the first, from between 7 to 10 or 11, first 3-4 hours of the UK session. I have to be in a trade if I'm gonna trade the runner strategy. If I don't take a trade within those 4 hours, then there's no trade. That's why the last 2 days, when I was streaming on YouTube over the last 2 days, I did not take any trades, because those crucial time is very important to this strategy. So Euro is still not there yet, and it's just gone past 8 o'clock. And in terms of like the economic news, what do we have on the calendar today? Let me just have a quick glance and see what's coming up. I don't think we have any major news that I don't, to be honest with you, I don't care about news. I don't trade news. I don't care about news. If I'm in a trade when there's news going on, most likely that news is only gonna facilitate my trade to go in the right direction. So we've got it's basically from the US. I mean, you've 130 core durable goods. All this news. Trust me, I couldn't care less. The only thing I'm worried about is on Friday morning. Bank of Japan, they have the monetary policy meeting on Friday morning at 4 a.m. UK time. So that's going to be shaking the markets. But unfortunately, I don't trade on Fridays. Unless if this trade that in, right, like I said, this 3-to-1 negative that's the kind of trade that usually turns into a Friday explosion, and that's one of the rare cases where I trade on Friday. So if this consolidates all the way to Friday, and I get a huge red candle close on the H4, I will be executing a short trade. That's the only scenario where I'll be trading on Friday. But that rarely happens. So, but yeah, definitely on Friday, the market could be like extremely volatile, especially the yen pairs. So expect extreme volatility if you're gonna be trading on Friday. Be aware of that. We do have a couple other news, economic news on Friday as well. So yeah. What else was there to say? Because we're still around £1,000 of profit on this trade, and I'm actually recording this trade to make another video, just like I did with the gold trade. So, and the reason I did that is because I took this strategy yesterday evening, and I don't stream in the evening. I only stream in the morning. So I got the chance to kind of record the reason why I took the trade, explain the whole strategy, the whole reason behind taking that trade, and I'm gonna keep updating it until close. So obviously, once I finish doing this live stream, I will record another video, just an update on the trade itself. Guys, how am I not seeing any question on the live chat? You guys have, I would just say to myself right now that you guys are all professional traders, that you don't have any question, any trading question. You must have, man. You must have trading questions. You can't just. And keeping an eye on this. Let me look at what's happening with the Euro Aus. Okay, we're at the entry point. I will be placing a trade on the Euro Aus because the market has gone to my entry. Where are you, Euro Aus? So Euro Aus, I'm on the Euro Aus trade as well based on the runner strategy. And so I've got 3 trades running now. So Euro Aus is a long. I placed a long trade on it. So let's see how what the market is gonna do. And pound Aus, yeah, currently just so if we're moving on to profit on the pound Aus. Euro Aus just executed that. Pound yen still currently a profit of just over £900, and so yeah, we'll see how the day is gonna progress, of course. But I'm in 3 trades, and this one has a lot of similarity to last week, guys. A lot of similarities in terms of, you know, the market being quiet for Monday and Tuesday, and then all of a sudden Wednesday it just comes alive. And in trading, patience is always going to have its rewards. Patience, there's a lot of, you have to be patient a lot of times. And because it's very easy to think that when you come into trading on a Monday and you don't get any trading opportunity and you see the market moving, it's very easy to think that you're missing out on something. And that's one of the reasons why people can't be patient, because they think they're missing out on something. They see the market moving in some way. That's why it's very important to have a strategy with a clear defined rules, because a strategy that has a clear defined rules is a lot easier to follow and to be patient with, trading that strategy. I mean, that's why I'm so, like, with my day trading strategy, the rules are always clear. And the funny thing about my day trading strategy is that if I stick to the rules, then my output, my winning probability, it's what's going on here? I've got so the output, the winning probability is a lot higher if I stick to if I'm very strict with my rules. If I step out of my rules and I trade a little bit out of my rules, then my winning probability goes down from 90 to maybe 75, which is still great. Because like I said, you're not gonna find a strategy out there that gives you 50 to 60, more than 60% winning ratio. You're just not. And I explain one of the reasons. So for example, if you're someone who trades double bottom, you will look at this and this will be a perfect trading opportunity. But me knowing and understanding structure, I know exactly when this is going to be a winning trade or when this is going to be likely going to be a losing trade. So there's like, okay, I'm talking too much and people are not talking on the live chat, so I'm going to be silent for a bit, unless if someone puts a question on the live chat. Surely there must be questions from you guys. Euro Oz. Could I have a look at gold? That's what I like. Thank you, Jennifer. I will, of course, I will have a look at gold. Gold I traded last week, and I think I did some analysis on gold here, and you're gonna see why structure is very, very important when it comes to gold. And I'm gonna put this on a 30-minute chart, and I'll tell you exactly what gold is gonna do. Now, first of all, let's look at this market from. We're gonna take this piece by piece, and I'll show you how the market goes from one structure to another. To show you how the market interchanges between structures. And how you can spot when the market is changing between one structure to another. Because mind you, the market does not stay bearish, or does not stay bullish, or does not stay in consolidation forever. The market constantly interchanges. So, looking at gold, we had a situation here last week where we had a huge impulse left to the downside, followed by a corrective pattern. This is a 1, 2, 3 contraction. Again, if you understand structure, if you understand contraction and expansion, then this would have presented you with a trading opportunity. Now, it did, because last week I made a video on gold, on a trade that I took on gold based on 1, 2, 3 contraction. You get a 1, 2, 3 contraction. You put a box around the 1, 2, 3 contraction. You draw a line through the middle of that box. The market will come back to the line. That's where you're going to execute your trade. So I made a video on this last week, showed you guys the execution and everything. But the whole point is trying to analyze this market piece by piece. Now, after that contraction, the next move of the market is, we had another contraction here in the form of a channel contraction. You're going to see it clearly on a much lower time frame. And I'm going to use a different type of box to mark this out. Because on a lower time frame, you see it a lot better. So we had a channel contraction here. We had a market breaking out of that channel contraction, this break, and then the market coming back to the previous structure where the market, what the market usually does. Because first of all, we have a structure here, and secondly, we have another structure here. So the market not breaking out of this structure and going back just turns this into a more complex contraction. So the market goes back. This is where I took my trade last week, and I recorded a video on that. If you go to my channel, you are going to see, I mean, the video is, don't let the title of the video mislead you. Even though I did title the video how to make £3,000 in a day, but watch the video. It's 28 minutes long. You're going to see all the details of this trade. And then the market moved, obviously, of course, into profit. So now, and all this while, if you look at what the market has been doing, you can see that the market has been quite bullish. New initial structure low, outside return, new structure low, outside return, new structure low. Every single time the market sticking to the rule. If you understand the rule of the bullish or bearish structure, you would see that the market has been sticking to that rule and not breaking the outside return and creating a new structure low. So this phase, the market has absolutely been bearish and has actually respected all the rules of a bearish structure. So now we move on to the next phase. A next phase where we had a move, another outside return. So normally you would expect this outside return to never break the previous outside return. Yep, that's what you would expect. But if you understand the rule of the bullish structure or the bearish structure, you would understand that any part of the candle to the market, this is what people might confuse you out there when they tell you, like, when the market breaks a structure, like some people might say, oh, the candle has to close above that structure or something. No, I tell you that any part of the candle, it might be the slightest break. And in this case, if you look at this market, you're going to see the slightest break that we had a wick of this candle coming above the previous structure. Now to the market, that is the first sign of communication. If you understand the language of the market, if you understand structure, This is the first sign of confusion, because this tells the market, listen, I'm done being bearish. I'm done being bearish. I'm about to go into another phase of the market. But it doesn't mean that if the market does it doesn't mean it's going to go straight up. No. 9 times out of 10, when the market breaks a structure, it retraces. It retraces. And when I did my analysis, or when I did probably one of my live streams this week, I pointed the fact that you can expect a retracement, maybe potentially to form a reverse head and shoulders, even though we came a little bit deeper. After this retracement, this market would rise, and this is what we're getting. Gold is rising. So in terms of, if you ask me in terms of my analysis on gold, I think, you know, even what I did last week on gold, I think I analyzed gold on a higher time frame last week, on the daily time frame. When I told you that this market is, you know, you wouldn't want to be shorting this market on a higher time frame. I mean, we can have a look at the higher time frame, and see, on the daily chart that I looked at the market, it wasn't a daily chart. No, it was where I looked at the structure level here. Now this is very, very similar to a trade that I'm currently in. If you think about the GBP yen trade that I'm currently in, we had a similar scenario, didn't we? Where this structure did not break the previous structure. And for that reason, that's one of the reasons why, if the market comes back to the previous structure here, even if it breaks it, you can expect this to continue to rise, and at some time we might break this level. So that's why I said gold is a long, it's going to be a long, you know, long term. You have to be long on gold. It doesn't mean that short term you're not going to get short trade. I took a short trade on gold last week and I made some money. So, you know, it doesn't mean anything. So that's why this trade that I'm currently in with the pound yen is a very similar structure. This is just on a higher time frame, but it's a very similar structure. And you see how the market behaved, right? So yeah, Jennifer, if you ask me in terms of my analysis on gold, that's, you know, I would always be long on gold. And any opportunity you get to go long, you have to take it. I mean, here we looked at, we've got a potential bearish bullish structure here. Now this is going to be your reference point. So if you were to go long on gold, your stop loss has to go below this level. Because even if this market decides to pull back, this is going to be the next outside return, and at some point, assuming the market is to stick to the rule of the outside return, now it doesn't mean that question. So even though I looked at this market on a lower time frame, and I told you that the market could be heading higher. So, and this is one thing you also have to remember. Just because we have a bullish structure, you have to remember that there's two rules of a bullish structure, three rules of a bullish structure. Two of them have to do with the outside return. So the outside return has to retrace to the 380 retracement. If you don't get a retracement to the 380 retracement, if the market decides to go up from here, that new structure high will just extend. It will just be an extension. And that's what we're seeing on a lot of time for the fact that the market is aiming to go higher. But put it at the back of your mind, a retracement at some point is coming. Whether now or later, we're gonna get a retracement, and that's gonna create the new outside return, and then you have to apply the rule of your bullish structure. You're welcome, Jennifer. Thanks for asking. I like when people ask questions. I do, you know. So let's check on our trades now. Euro Oz, what are we doing? Okay, we're slightly on profit now on the Euro Oz, slightly on profit on the pound Oz, and we've gone over £1,000 on the pound yen as well. So currently all trades are in profit. I mean, the other two are more like, you know, still around break even. Really, I wouldn't really call them profit, but they're still around break even. We'll see how that's gonna go. But yeah. Oh, I feel like I need a drink. I don't drink coffee, so I'll probably make myself a hot drink soon, because this is gonna be a long day. Whew. Let's see how the day is gonna go. I have a question. Before you said you don't usually trade gold, may I ask what's the reason? Oh, yeah. So obviously my day trading strategy that I use currently, I've tested it on a lot of different currency pairs, and obviously, I mean, I look at the results, and based on the results, that's why I decided not to trade gold, because it doesn't work on. That's what I'm saying with my day trading strategy. If you take it and apply it to another, trade it on a different currency pair, your results might not be as good, just because different currency pairs, different markets, they behave differently. So that's why my it's just never been that successful on gold. And the only time I'm able to get good trades on gold, if I do a more in-depth analysis. So with my day trading strategy, I could just go on any of my trading pairs without even looking at them, without doing proper, like, okay, I do proper analysis all the time, but there's gonna be times where, so for example, the trades that I'm currently in on the pound Aussie dollar, which I just showed you earlier, that one is just based on just looking at the market on a higher time frame. I can see that the market is clearly bullish, and in terms of like structurally, there's nothing structure wise that I can look and I can give you proper in-depth analysis and tell you the reason why this is gonna go, or this is just simply because it's a bullish market, and based on how this runner strategy work, this is likely going to be a winning trade. So if this were to be on gold, I wouldn't be taking a trade like this on gold, because with gold, I feel like I need a lot more. I need a lot more. We're talking about, when I talk about a lot more, I need at least 3 or 4 different technical reasons why I need to take a trade on gold. With my other currency pairs that I trade with this strategy, 2 reasons is enough. I can get 2 reasons and I'm good to go. But with gold, I need to have at least 4 different reasons why I'm taking a trade on gold. So that's the reason why I don't usually trade gold. Like, you're rarely gonna see me trade gold, and if I trade it, that's why when I made the video I made on gold, if you watch the video, which I'm sure you did, like, there was a lot of reasons. There was just a lot. Technically speaking, I had so many reasons for me not to, for me to take that trade, and that's why I took it. And for you to see me take another gold trade, you're gonna have to wait a really long time, for that. And but on these other currency pairs, I don't need too many reasons. So if this trade was to be on gold, then I will probably take this trade if it was to be on gold. The pound yen trade that I just explained to you, the reasons behind it and why I took that trade. If it were to be on gold, I would have taken it, because there's a lot of reasons for me to go long on that trade. yeah, gold. For some reason, I just have a really, really weird, you know, you know, weird. I would say, like, none of my strategies that I've ever learned how to trade have been quite successful on gold. So in a way, I just see gold is just is one, and there's a lot of people that trade gold and they're very successful at it. You know, every single time. I mean, I've seen I do go on TikTok occasionally, and I scroll through. You know, sometimes I get a lot of these trading feeds on my TikTok, and so many people that there's so many people that do live stream on TikTok, and they're always in profit when they're trading gold. I mean, I don't know how genuine it is, but people seem to be, you know, making a lot of money on gold, but it just doesn't work for me. And but that's just the way it is. So, do you trade gold then regularly, Jennifer? Are you a gold trader? Oh gosh, this is really all. Everything is just kind of coming in place. I've got a couple more trades that can happen on my runner strategy now. Huh? And I've got a potential trade on the on the Euro New Zealand and the Pound New Zealand as well. The market is still it's just about 10 pips away from the entry, but I think I'm just gonna, you know, sometimes you need to limit your exposure, so I'm not gonna be trading those. I might take one of the trades, so I could potentially have 4 trades open. So this has a lot of similarity to last week. So and from the start, because of a lot of videos talking about gold. Oh yeah, I think it's, yeah, gold. A lot of people do talk about gold. I totally understand. Yeah, totally understand. I think you're right, because even when you go on TikTok, all the trading videos I seem to get, they're all about people trading gold. So yeah, a lot of people do trade gold, and I mean, also I get why, because gold is a volatile, you know, is a volatile market, and you don't really need too much leverage to trade gold, and it's very volatile. So that's the only reason I can think of why a lot of people trade gold, because of that. And yeah, and you know, some people are very good at it. Clearly, I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how genuine it is, but every single time I come across those videos, you can see they're making a huge profits and stuff. I mean, of course, they never showed their account balance, or how much, you know, how much lots, the position size they're using, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's quite funny when it comes to like trading. The people that you know that talk about trading, like, you're hardly gonna see someone who actually shows anything. It's all just kind of to, I guess, trying to get people to you know, to pay attention to them, or to you know, to learn from them or something like that. There must be some kind of scam there, to be honest, because and it's really strange. Like I said the other day, I was just looking at some videos on YouTube and on trading videos, and there's a lot of videos on people just writing, oh, how I made this, or how I turned $26 into 26,000 or blah blah blah. But then when you click on the video, it's just them talking, or maybe they will have like a screenshot somewhere. And those videos, they have like millions of views, and I was like, are people just like how are they? I really have no idea how they're doing it, but it's really crazy. Trading takes time. There's a lot of effort and time involved and patience involved. You can't just go in the market and just make a quick money, unless you go into the market when there's a huge economic news, and you know exactly how the market is going to react to that news. It doesn't happen like that. There's a lot of grind. Like you can see, for example, this trade, I placed this trade yesterday. I could be in this trade for 2 days before I get any decent profit. It can take 2 days, 48 hours. The only trades that are going and are closed on the same day is mostly my runner strategy. So yeah, like I said, I could potentially have a trade on the Euro New Zealand dollar and the pound New Zealand dollar, but I will most likely on it, if I do get the trade on it, I'll most likely take one of those trades. I will not be taking both of those trades because I've already got a couple of positions open. So but the Euro Oz, yeah, still around break even. Pound Oz still around break even. And yeah, I will definitely be streaming the US New York session today, because I don't think there's much gonna happen here. Probably over the next, I will still stream at least for the next, up until official UK opening at 9:30. But that will probably be when I'll end my stream, because there isn't a lot that's happening, to be honest. Like I said, this market is just gonna slowly crawl up, and obviously before New York session we'll see what will happen. So yeah, while we're on stream, would I be able to, I think I will be able to go on YouTube to check on some of those videos. Yeah, some of those videos on YouTube. How to you see so many of the videos, all of them 230. I mean, I've seen a video that has millions of views as well. Fast 130. Oh, like I can guarantee you that all those videos, look at this one, 730k views, and just a preview of the video is him counting money and just doing some random numbers on the chart. Oh my god, I don't know how people fall for this. $100 to 10,000. How are you gonna? I mean, okay, crypto. Okay, crypto is a bit crazy sometimes, but None of, I can guarantee you guys, none of these videos that if you watch it, you're actually gonna see people showing you live trades. None of them. And they really, really unbelievable. The only gold trading strategy, you need to make $1,000 daily. You can't make £1,000 $1,000 every single day in trading. That doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. Trading doesn't work like that. You know, you have days where there's no volatility. If there's no volatility, you can't make no money. So, oh god, yeah, it's very sad, but you know, they have a way of misleading people. They really have a way of misleading people. Euro Oz, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get a trade on the pound New Zealand dollar. I have a feeling I'll get a trade there. I just need to decide which one I want to take, which of the trades I want to take. Let me just look at the market on a higher time frame. Maybe that's gonna give me a better idea. Okay, New Zealand dollar. I have a lot of things on my chart. Let me just get rid of those. Pound New Zealand dollar. The market is approaching a really important structure on a higher time frame. So it might not be the best idea. Euro New Zealand dollar is in no man's land. Okay, so if I was to take any one of the trades between the pound New Zealand dollar, I would go for the Euro New Zealand dollar, simply because that one I think does not have too many obstacles to overcome. So if I get a trade on this one, I will be taking that trade. Euro Oz seems to be moving finally. 33 pound Aussie, and yeah, so if I get a trade on the Euro Aussie, I will be taking that one. Euro New Zealand, sorry, excuse me. And the market is still around 19 pips away from the entry. So 19 pips away from the entry. If I get the trade, I will take it. And what's happening on the other currency? Let's just do a little bit of analysis. Look at other currency pairs then, since we have a little bit more time to kill. Euro dollar, I think I've been looking at this for a really long time. We had a huge kind of retracement there. We did not break that structure, but we are gonna break that structure. Definitely the market is gonna break that structure. This is based on a 1, 2, 3 contraction. The market will go ahead and break that structure. And pound dollar, I think it's the same situation. As long as we don't break this structure, I think I've mentioned it so many times, as long as we don't break this structure, this market would eventually go and create a new structure high. But in terms of like, do we have any potential advanced pattern? We could have a godly pattern. We could also have, funny enough, we had a godly pattern yesterday that ended up being a winning trade. How did I not see that? We had a godly pattern, winning pattern on the pound US dollar yesterday. You can see we're coming to the 618 retracement, and the market also went into the 127 retracement. Clearly, wow, that is a sweet winning advance pattern on the pound US dollar. Quite clear and straightforward. And still that doesn't change the outlook for this market going up. So For those of you guys who did see this, who did, you know, that was a good trade, definitely, if you are taking it. And did we also have an advanced pattern on here, or are we on the verge of creating an advanced pattern? We did not have an advanced pattern, although we've come into it now. We don't have an advanced pattern there. That's interesting that we had an advanced pattern on that one. Dollar yen. Yeah, the market is clearly loving this structure level, isn't it? Clearly loving this structure level. You can see it's broken that structure level, coming back, retesting it, potentially looking to go higher. What's the situation with this? We had a 50% retracement, so if the market does come lower, it could form a potential a bullish bad pattern somewhere above this previous structure. Oh, I can't get this out. Yeah, so yeah, those are those things I'm more interested in anyway. Let's look at our trade. 5-minute chart. Are we anywhere close? Yeah, we're getting close. 69, 15 pips away from entry. 15 pips away from entry, and we're gonna get that. Oh, I've been up since 5:30 a.m. today, guys, because I had a lesson from 6 to 7 with this one of my students who is from America, and she usually work night shifts, so she's kind of used to saying, because 6 a.m. at my time was around 12 a.m. in America where she was living. And you know how it is with the time differences in America. There's a huge time difference. So I had a lesson at 6 this morning, so that's why I had to wake up at 5:30 a.m. in the morning, and I went to bed at 2 a.m. last night because I was creating content for my Instagram page. So if I look a little bit tired, that's because, guys, I haven't had much sleep. I really haven't had much sleep. So I'm running on 3 hours of sleep, and obviously I'm gonna stream here for the next 45 minutes up until 9:30, and then I'll try and get a little bit of sleep before I start streaming the US session, the New York session. So yeah, it's been it's been quite crazy, to say the least. Euro New Zealand dollars 13 pips away from entry, and looks like the pound Aussie is finally starting to move. Euro Aussie is starting to move as well, so hopefully I'll get that trade on the Euro New Zealand dollar as well. Gonna give me 4 trades for the day, and but yeah. If that's you out much, what you say to me? Euro New Zealand, 12 pips away from entry. Euro New Zealand dollar, still 15 pips away from entry. We're getting a slight pullback on this currency pair, but if you look left, you're gonna see there's a little bit of structure here. Maybe that's what the market is doing, and to be honest, ideally I would like to see this market come back down to retest these lows before we go today, but we'll see if that's gonna happen or not. Euro New Zealand dollar 7 pips away from entry. Three pips away from entry. And let's see if we're gonna get that trade. Pound Aussie, yeah, it's finally moving. Euro Aussie finally moving as well. Pound yen retracing, which is normal thing that the market does. The market retraces all the time. The market retraces all the time. The market never goes up in a straight line. So yeah, so pound Euro New Zealand still 7 pips away from entry. Of course I'll keep my eye on that one because Euro New Zealand dollars now 8 pips away from entry, and yeah, I'll be placing a trade on that one if we get the market can get to my entry point. And I will be ending the stream, guys, in about half an hour, and I'll probably stream the New York session as well, so that you can see how the progress of this trade is. Euro New Zealand dollar, oh, it's starting to go down now, so it's about Euro New Zealand 10 pips away from entry. Euro New Zealand 7 pips away. Euro New Zealand 7 pips away from entry. Okay, we're 5 pips away from entry on the Euro New Zealand dollar. I will be executing that trade as well, if we can get there. 67. Okay. I hate when this thing happens. My internet connection doesn't let me sometimes place trades. Okay. So yeah, it looks like I only have just these 3 trades running then. Yeah, I couldn't place the trades because I've used most of my margins on my trades, so oh well. I had to. I mean, the pound yen is a trade where I've used a lot because that's one of those rare trades. So yeah, it's fine. I mean, having these 3 positions is still and they're all on profit now. So let's see how the day is gonna pan out, and in about 20 minutes I'll be ending this live stream, but I will be streaming the New York session as well, guys. I'll be streaming that session as well. I just need to get some sleep. I really need to get some sleep. And So yeah, I'll be ending this stream, guys, at in about 15 minutes, and I will come back during the US session, the New York session, and show you guys how these trades have progressed, of course. So yeah, guys, I'll be ending the stream in about 5-10 minutes time, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the New York session, because I need to get myself some sleep. Just like I explained to you guys earlier, I've only had 3 hours of sleep, so I'll get myself some sleep, and hopefully New York session you guys are gonna join in. April 26th. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this stream now. Jennifer, I think you're probably the only one that's still in there. So I will end the stream now. I mean, but I'll try and stream the New York session, and we'll see how these trades are gonna progress by the time I come back. The pound yen is definitely going. Looks like it's going in the right direction. But yeah, so I'm gonna end it now, guys, and hopefully I will see you during the New York session. Yes, and if I trust you, you're definitely a loyal one. Thank you. I will definitely take a nap now, and then hopefully I'll stream during the New York session. And okay, I'll see you hopefully during the New York session then.